Yeni ya opoko sending komo na yen bisano and send back me ni mensa. Yeah, it's good to have you on a pay. Important to say.
Yeah, me ada Roman. This is also here.
Minia yo nkwa. Yenya ntia se GES eye enkoda 80 chiana students no. Maka chomo se momo enko suku biem. What were the processes that led to this decision?
Yo, manencha one wetie for and washe for nyina. The process a fast no first. Assembly by no the school na ankasa management committee of the school. Set up a committee omo hwehwe and seminim na omo form of finding and omo recommendations and na school no one the emofra chrono omo emofra ben class ben omo and then asefo na bi so ebia na ensem no ana senior no omo ye no ebia na there were under a certain influence and somebody was influencing them. And Shishimune could do say and Kodana and Kasana on their own accord without any influence from any external body. It's one amona or mutuyano. And per the school rule in Sosono, within the first week of Akwadebiano, the Omoyene a friend of orientation on do's and don'ts of the school. And then implications, I also change Utuana Mobia at the Bemao. And offer a mofrano so exact card, the expected behavior of academia and the appropriate sanction in terms of indiscipline, there will be also no, or must stating or more exact card. It's what it means is that Abofrebi Obituana Mobia knows the implications of the action at O2. And the findings are a free committee in the honor recommendation or more boss the command the governing board of the school. A governing board now and on the highest decision taking body of the school. And the board and also share the findings and the recommendations, no FY the committee, INSO on the basis of the dismissal. Omuwi and Omo boss the command the district education directorate. Emma District Education Directorate and so also at the command the Regional Education Directorate. And the Regional Education Directorate and also also the command headquarters. Emma headquarters management of the Ghana Education Services. So share the findings and the recommendation. And the management we a recommendation or more okay also the command the Governing Council of Ghana Education Service. That is the highest decision body of the service. Council is really the recommendations, the gravity of action, offense, and so F1 say that is the decision of the school. They have no problem with it, and it should be carried on. So that is how the process went, and that is what resulted in the Director General writing the letter individually to the A student on the basis of the dismissal.
All right, so we are PRNT. I'm sure so you have a lot more information for me. And Kodawe I come once no one more first time one more committee such an offense will campus in any. Is this your first time? And also give us a bit of their history. Are they generally bad students?
On the basis of whether some are the same offense, no, I can't speak to it, and there is nothing before me, and as a part of the findings, the case said, has some way before that to merit that sanction way. And on the basis of that question, I can't speak to it. And I bill within the school framework, any schools, SCA or Mojubade, there is nothing like a first-time offender, and you can't do's and don'ts of a school. Any buyer, I was all done a dear. You were the Aquadaye, any the Aquada intimate. And once you cross the line, there is nothing like a first time offender in any of the rules and other regulations that govern school on the basis to merit a punishment or not.
All right. Minim say your school no say will be a bonia. I know deeper. It's me catch and see a suspended no. Could a suspension not have sufficed, especially at the time I practicing free SHS? The intention is every child must have some education.
Okay, for the last maybe at the end you know, every child must have an education, and so the sanity every child or qualified education biano abaya da Roma enfan kame ubia. But what we should understand is that when you have that opportunity should be used for your own personal development and your society as well. And in the first place, you deny ubia the opportunity to have secondary education. And Mofano were admitted in first year Form 1. Emma almost share almost school I say from Form 1. I could do Form 2. Form 2. Enna sa suni by way. And I say yet tisa and some Mofrana AUC me no din komo minti menfa manon campo sudia. And you know, on the basis of education there, obia deny obia education. Name wana enya sa education no ena entimi and utilizes the opportunity yedi ama womo to the betterment of their personal development and your own society. And we haven't denied anybody education. But again, we should understand say institution be a ufa obehu womono. Ye woniema obetimi aye ne niema wontimi ye. The fact that over the right to education does not mean that on the basis that the right to education. The right to education starts from the entry point, and when you get into the entry, then what governs the entity now, that is what you conform to, and that is the basis of how to balance the whole.
I'll come back to the point about curtailing the education, but answer the other one for me about whether a suspension will not have sufficed. But I'll come back to the education bit.
The aspect of a suspension or a dismissal pertaining to the findings and the recommendation of the committee and in their thinking, Bonifosama and Mofrano, and I say, and I'm more Mofrani 2 years, Enya na mopa, omubetimi ama Mofrana tina school mo honom, na oma hwe asa ne su ne ban no akosa afoforo no aka. And the basis of that is we need to protect one aka, so there wouldn't be any spillover. Now, ubi nso ankoka say oh, the mitusa na mon we a ye dia me an say be suspend me. They suspend me ashini obi. Mesa ba na ba betwa the mayor so. The two son amona, here the implications in the future will be unbearable for us to contain. It, you know, now we needed to stamp our authority on the behavior and the discipline on our various campuses.
Quick one.
That is the basis.
Quick one. And could I one more offense in Tia Mode a sake woman? What is the offense?
Mejidi say offense chrono. What video ni bi? What ye munsem? Me bisa say kamunsem ni bi kire me nkwada na mo nkwada ne nsem na mo kan ne kaba ko kire me a. Pacho betimi aka. Me
pacho dey make bisa won say what is the offense in Tia Mode sake nkwada no? Won respond to me.
But I said the offense is known to you. And I've repeated and some of
I want to know. I want to know the offense at GES Mujina Suntia. I don't want to talk about a video. I want to know the offense at Mujina Swa. That's the reason why I'm asking you that question. Offense at Mujina Suntia Mude you know.
The very offense corner walk as a main canon. You know the offense. My culture the very offense committed by the students. I can't even say it with my mouth.
Listen, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that is the offense of insulting the president, that's why you sacked them? Is that it?
But definitely, that is what we are discussing.
So the offense of the children is for insulting the president. Per earlier submission said, would you happen to know, say it was explicitly made clear to them, say, in this school you can't insult the president?
Say, all secondary schools, cinema. Most of the schools are not they have an audio recording voice omobo edim chere akoda bia so mo call breakfaster.
And you are aware this audio is played at Shiana?
Na ana make sure say right from the onset is their first year, first week, an orientation. Emma and Quadano or the do's and don'ts. It is stated. And then Kodabi or secondary school be any. Okachi say so o commit an offense way against even a school prefect. Even against a school prefect. The punishment in here. Against a member of staff. The punishment in here. Against the headmaster. The punishment in here. Including insult.
And against the president is also
no, but now whoever thought Obiba Councillor to insult the first gentleman of the land?
All right, so let me ask a very important question.
Who has ever anticipated say Abofrebia or school mu ebetimi edidi even a DCE?
All right, there's a very important question I need to ask you.
Within a society,
there's a very important question I need to ask you, yeah. And that has to do with the processes that led to the dismissal of these students. Did you at any point in time as GES check the state of mind of these students at the time no making these pronouncements? And they said whether they were not under the influence of anything at the time during your investigation somewhere, you know?
I stated in my earlier submission is the findings of the committee was one to look into whether if they were influenced by anybody
or substance.
Yes, yeah. So that went into it, and I told you that the findings established that they did that on their own accord.
Yes, but were they under the influence of any substance?
No, they did what the findings make kind is
Yes, but under the influence of a substance. And
the findings, no, I've never read anywhere in the findings that they were under the influence of a certain substance.
Were there any ABA counselors, psychologists, in the processes leading to one dismissal? No?
Every student in the school, immediately after the findings, the recommendation and the directive of the Director General was to provide counseling for everybody.
All right. Final question. Is the Minister of Education, before I'm taking my decision here at GES, was the Minister of Education aware of your decision before you dismissed them?
Every stakeholder within the process were copied, both in the directive of the Director General and the final decision to sack the students, and I said dismiss the students from the school.
So
communicated to you.
If the president, I don't know whether he's aware of your decision because he said the minister was copied, and so I'm assuming that the president would have been aware. Let's say people, stakeholders, engage and say, Omampeni, Fankodano Bonichomo, and Omampeni comes and says, Unkodano, they have an opportunity to be reformed, and so Momo Makwenya now Womo and go back to the school. Your earlier submission said there will be the bad nuts within the school not to influence them. No, what would the GES do if the Omampeni Kachiremo say send them back to school?
Baby, your idea that wouldn't be for me to say, and definitely when we get to the bridge, any new development, definitely the management of the Ghana Education Service, and and Pennyfoida and Mumesiano will look at it and take a decision on it.
But also, Minia, Sarah Jimpo, Oji, Emena, Midinkomo.
Mr. Damasi.